Morning, you guys. It has been a while. We just got back from traveling for about a week. I don't know if you can tell, I'm a little bit more colored now. I have a little bit of a tan. It was so nice this morning and now it is raining, and that's kind of sad because I told Boston we would go outside today, which we did for a little bit. We walked around. Hi. We have been on a traveling curse because we traveled to New York a couple weeks ago and we missed our flight back. Literally had to drive all the way back 13 hours. It was crazy. And then this trip, it was pretty good, honestly, but Boston was teething. We ended up co-sleeping. He's super attached to me now. And then towards the end of the trip, we got the stomach bug. So Boston was Boston was literally vomiting for days, and then Chad and I got it the last 2 days and we are both feeling better but not our best selves. So all that to say, I am currently making some sourdough bread. Last night I gave Boston some chicken nuggets and he threw that up too. I heard that chicken was okay for the belly whenever kids go through this kind of thing, but he threw it all up. So right now he's really just living on pretzels. So I'm gonna make him some sourdough bread. Hopefully that'll be good for his gut. That is the plan for today. Today's gonna be a little reset day. We have lots of cleaning to do, some unpacking and all that fun stuff. Yay! You guys, I'm so excited. I got this bread box for all of the sourdough bread that we make, and she is just so pretty. I am obsessed with her. I love the wood. I love the warmth of the wood, and yeah, I'm just excited to have a place to put all of our bread. We've just been storing them in Ziploc bags, so I think it'll be nice to just have a little spot for them.
Let's spray it.
Just got done with my sourdough bulk fermentation, so I went ahead and put it in the fridge. I'll probably bake it tomorrow morning, but since I have a little bit of free time, Boston is napping right now and Chad is also taking a nap because he is not feeling well. I thought I would talk through a couple of travel tips and tricks with a toddler. So the first thing that we did was we have a very compact stroller. It's the summer, I think it's like the 540 or 5D summer stroller, but I will link that down below. It is so simple and folds up so easily and opens up so easily. It's so lightweight, easy to carry, just all around such a great stroller. We've used it every single time we've traveled anywhere, whether that's car, plane, and it has just been so great. And it's super affordable. I think we got ours on Marketplace for 50 bucks, but I think at retail value it's also really cheap. So really great value stroller. We really enjoy it. It's easy to use. I feel like it rides really smoothly too. So all around, really great stroller. The other thing that we did was we got a Costco car seat. I will link the specific one that we have down below, but it is such a compact car seat. Got Boston his own seat on the plane, which is such a game changer. If you can afford it, go ahead and do that. We rode Spirit both times we've done any sort of plane travel, so it was super affordable to buy him his own seat. But obviously, if that's not an option, I think it can be a little bit hard. We also paid for a checked bag, and in the checked bag we brought our travel pack and play, and we have the Max Cozy one. It is actually pretty bulky and pretty big. I would recommend, if you are doing a lot of traveling, to get one that is a little bit more compact. I know there are a couple of ones that are really good. I think one of them is like the Lotus or the Guava. I cannot remember the exact name of it, but I can link that one down below too. The other one is, I think it's called the Dream on Me one. That one is also super compact, and that one is also cheaper. So if you are going to be doing a lot of traveling, I would highly recommend a more compact pack and play, or I would check to see if the hotel you're staying at or the Airbnb you're staying at already has a pack and play or a crib or some sort of place for your baby to sleep. Boston is 16 months old, which means he loves to move around. He loves to just do things. He loves to be walking everywhere. So we made sure to have lots of toys to entertain him, but we also were very liberal with screen time on a plane. And I know this is super controversial because he's only 16 months old, and at home we never really do screen time. So we went ahead and downloaded some screen time on our phones for him, specifically for him to watch and be engaged in during the flight. And for the rest of the flight, we would bring toys for him to play with. There are a couple toys that we use. One of them was like the coloring one. It's basically a coloring book, and you use these water markers to color with, so it doesn't get any actual pen or marker anywhere. It's just water, and that is really helpful. There's also other things that are like suction toys to play with, because the car seat has to be by the window anyway, so some suction toys are really good. There are some smaller toys that we got for him. There's one where he has to feed a needle through a bunch of animals, and so that toy was really great as well, and I can show you all these things in just a second. And then we also brought books. 2 books we knew were his absolute favorite. We brought those. And then we brought a sticker book. It was almost like those little sticky things that you can put on windows and you can take on and off. They're reusable. That was also really great. So those are just a couple of tips. And oh, bring lots and lots of snacks. You can also bring milk with you. And if you have milk for a toddler or a baby, that can easily go through security, so just go ahead and bring that with you. We still breastfeed, so during takeoff I would breastfeed, and then during landing I would also breastfeed, and I feel like that really helped with his ears. We tried to book the flights after sometime in the middle of the day, so we knew that at least he would have a good night's rest. Okay, we brought these kinds of toys. This one was the suction one, and it basically can kind of scrunch all the way up like that, and then you can pull it all the way apart. These things are actually so satisfying. I love even just playing with them myself. So this one's a suction one. This one is just a plain one. These are really, really fun. We also brought this little flashlight, and it basically, you probably can't really tell, but you basically can see different animals, different foods. There's all sorts of different things that come in here. And I feel like this was really nice because especially whenever the plane would get darker, you could go through a bunch of little pictures. These were the 2 books that we brought. These are some of his favorite books, so we went ahead and brought that. This was the little coloring book situation that I was talking about. So you take it, and then this little marker just has, you just fill it up with water, but you can literally just color, and the water basically makes the pictures come out. So that was really, really easy for Boston to play with and mess free. And then this is the little animal string thing that I was talking about. So he would just feed the string through the animals, and he had a lot of fun with these. The only thing about this is that there's lots of little parts, so we would have to hand him one animal at a time, but it was just fun to kind of talk through every single animal as well. And the last thing was this sticker book. Basically, you can take these little stickers off and on and just reuse them and move them around, and I feel like that was just really fun for him and pretty entertaining. I feel like this is definitely for older kids because Boston doesn't quite know what to do with it yet, but it was still fun to kind of just look through all the different vehicles, look through all the different buildings and people and stuff. So that was really good for him as well. Put it in. Put it in. Put it in. Good job. Good job. What do you need? You want to go downstairs? Oh, did your ball go downstairs? Well, Mama and Dad are unpacking right now, so we'll have to go downstairs later. Good morning, you guys. It is actually the next morning, and it's literally 4:30 in the morning right now. Boston got up to nurse around 2:30, and he really hasn't been doing that before our vacation, but since we have been in Florida for the last week and a half, he got into the habit of co-sleeping with me and getting up whenever he wanted for the boob. So he got up at 2:30 this morning. It's been pretty difficult to transition him back to the crib, which I get it. You know, he just wants to be close to his mama, but Mama needs her rest and she also needs her space. So we've been putting him back in his room, which has been so sad because now that he can actually talk and communicate with us, we'll be watching him on the monitor and he'll be pointing at the door and he'll say, "Mama, Mama," and like, it's just so sad, breaks my little heart. And honestly, if co-sleeping was better for everybody, we totally would do it. But for me, it just, I never get good sleep, and I am always pretty uncomfortable whenever we co-sleep. So I feel like for everyone's sake, it's a little bit better if we sleep separately. Also, he never sleeps through the night when we co-sleep. He always gets up, he always wants milk, and so he just constantly gets up to nurse and then goes back to sleep. And I feel like that's kind of gotten him into a bad habit of nursing at night, and also kind of ruining the plans to wean off of breastfeeding, which we don't have like a strict timeline of when we want to do that anyway, but I feel like I'm kind of at my end with it. Obviously, I want to do it as long as he wants to, but at the same time, selfishly, I would love my body back just for a little bit, because we do want to have more kids in the future. So Lord willing, if he blesses us with another child, I am hoping that I can at least just have my body to myself for a little bit. So all that to say, it is currently 4:30 in the morning. I've been up for the last 2 hours, and I cannot tell you guys why I can't go back to sleep. I'm just completely wide awake. My mind has been racing. I don't know if I'm anxious or exactly what it is, but I have just been like wired since 2:30, since he ate. And so I'm just gonna bake my sourdough loaf that I made yesterday. And yeah, that's kind of the plan for this morning. I'm gonna make myself a coffee, and I'm gonna try to stay up at least until Boston's nap time, and then I'll probably just nap with him, or if I can stay up until like 7 and sleep for another like hour or two. I don't know. This never happens, guys. I am always dead asleep, zonked until the morning. Like it's really hard for me to not be a sleepy girly. I'm usually a very sleepy girly, so cannot tell you why this is happening, but it is. So I'm just gonna go ahead, get my day started. Your girl is running on 4 hours of sleep. That was not good, but it's fine. It's fine. Put a little cinnamon on it to cover it up, and it's all good. Okay, my friends, it is nearly 6 o'clock. My sourdough is finally done baking. I'm gonna let her rest, but I think I'm just gonna end the video here, because mainly I just wanted to vlog yesterday. We did end up going to Trader Joe's, but we basically just got like regular grocery stuff like milk, eggs, some veggies, you know, just stuff like that. We got some hash browns. I mean, it wasn't really anything exciting, like none of the fancy fun Trader Joe's stuff that is exciting and fun to try. Like, we didn't get any of that stuff, so I feel like it was gonna be boring to film a little haul. So we didn't end up filming the haul, but went to Trader Joe's yesterday, made some chicken noodle soup for my babes. Oh, and there is Boston crying. Okay, I'm gonna go get him. I'm gonna end the vlog here, but thank you guys for watching. I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.